Hello everyone and welcome to the Arbarian where we play TTRPGs and have a hoot. I'm Murray here, innkeeper for today, and I'm joined by this wonderful lot. Hey, how you all doing? How's life? How's the weeks?
Pretty good.
Pretty
good.
Busy.
It loads in a quick thumbs up. Oh, I think you're double muted. Or muted. Just one. Oh, good stuff. Well, before we hop into our own announcements, Ben, who's that sponsor?
Yes.
Totally ready.
I'm very ready all the time. What's a good voice I could do?
Should do Chaos's.
Chaos's voice?
Yeah, be Chaos. Do a reading from Chaos.
Okay, this will be a short one. This is going to be my best impression of Philemon. So. You're never too young or too old for life insurance. Planning for your future with State Farm, Kate Woman State Farm is easier than you think. Call Ben at 719-539-6265 and I'll help you every step of the way. 719-539-6265.
That was spectacular.
Excellent.
That was
good. That was real good. I approve. Okay. Ben's going to be Chaos from now on. This is a new permanent character who's playing the Primordial. No. Thanks. Thank you, Kate Woman, as always, for being a wonderful sponsor. You delightful human being. Everyone go check out that wonderful link, State Farm, all that wonderful, wonderful stuff that Ben said. Thank you.
Yep.
As far as what's happening this week, we got some shenanigans happening on Tuesday at 8 p.m. MT. Well, what are you thinking? We doing more Helldivery stuff, or looking at the BG3?
I don't know. We might just have to roll a die about it.
Roll a die. You
See
know,
what
that's fair.
happens.
That's fair. Yeah. See what happens. But join Ben and I and some possible guests as we have fun and pull off some shenanigans and try to get good.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as other stuff, that's about it. Don't look for a Sunday stream next week. We will.
Oh no, there she goes. There she goes early. I think she hit the wrong button there.
Yeah, I think.
Oops.
Yep, now it's a disconnect instead of the mute. Wah, 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 wah.
It's the red button, right?
I've done that before.
I think we all have, yeah. It's okay. It happens. Yes, so next Sunday there will be no live stream as we will be starting our recording methods behind the future of what's going to be happening, which is going to be that our TTRPGs are moving to YouTube exclusively. We'll probably do some rare occasions of live stream TTRPGs, but those will be far and few between. If you want it, it's going to be over at YouTube. So go check out our tree, follow our YouTubes for it, and join in at the same time, as they'll be premiering there at the same time, but in more bite-sized content lengths and in pre-recorded fashion, so that we have more time for our busy lives, because we don't do this full-time, people. We all have jobs and lives outside of this. We've got to keep up with it. It's hard, yo. Anyway.
Twitch doesn't pay the mortgage, guys.
No, it doesn't.
Say that.
Well, not in Colorado. Maybe in Indiana.
Oh, in Indiana,
It
for
pays
like
it.
27 cents a month, apparently, you can own a
Survive,
5-bedroom,
yeah.
3-bath.
Yeah. Everyone should move to Indiana.
But it's
great.
Indiana, so 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
What's funny
is- Do you want to have money or do you want to have mountains,
ads
guys?
to move to Indiana? Money or mountains?
Ah,
It's a good.
money.
It's a good pitch there.
It's a good pitch. I don't utilize the mountains. I just look at them. Anyway, that's
Right.
all the announcements. Are we ready to infiltrate the capital of a hostile nation?
And make some friends.
And make some friends. Let's go do that.
Yeah.
It is open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter will be heard in gales and floods. If not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Last time on Iridai, we had the hand, well, primarily Schnorsbu waking up to having a very livid vision to the possibilities of the future, to what they were doing. Having seen this and knowing certain truths of it to be true, should certain decisions remain the same, the hand met, discussed, and planned, ultimately pulling the final bit of resource they could from Julian for the time to have the peace meetings moved to Guildhome at the end of the Luna. So, normal speak, end of the year. It's been moved to 2 months. End of the Luna. Cycle, excuse me. I'm getting my own terminology wrong now too. I complicate it even for myself. They then made plans to continue with heading to Stronrith in order to infiltrate and pick up the information that they need and the evidence they need to make a strong case against the Grantinan Senate during these peace conference that the guilds have now become involved in. They've spent 2 days traveling. During those 2 days, they've leveled up. Yeah, look at that. While they start clicking some buttons, they also learnt through the use of Schnorsboop's new ability some possible aspects of what will happen should they head back to Stronrith, and they got certain bits where they know someone with a twist between demonic and primordial exists here, and that the head of the head runner of the vigilante crew inside this city is bonded to a primordial themselves. Though they're not sure which one. But during the 2 days and this wonderful level up, Schnorsboop, let's start with you. What'd you do?
I'm just leveling up Bard again. So going
Nice.
level 8 Bard. And I'm taking a feat. And that feat will be Opportunistic Thief.
One I ironically
is-
vetoed at the beginning of the campaign and now have since unvetoed.
Hilarious. And it allows me, if I believe, let me just. Oh, it's where to go. It disappeared. Hold on. I have to click yes. Hold on.
Yes.
There it is. Found it. It gives me a dex bonus, but if a creature fails a melee attack against me in combat, I can make a sleight of hand check against DC, and if I succeed, I can steal one item that they're not holding, which is really fun. And then additionally, whenever I succeed at a sleight of hand outside of combat to steal something, I can immediately conceal it flawlessly on my person, or put another object I possess in its place. Pretty fun.
Intense and cool. If not, a little bit broken, but that's cool.
And I'll roll a hit point die.
Yes, what's your hit points?
I'm going to take it. I rolled a 7.
Ooh, nice.
So that's up to 51.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you have inside the rolled HP, that number, you're adding the 7 to that number. It'll automatically consider your constitution and everything.
My 0 constitution, yeah. 51. Yeah, so that's my level up. Sweet.
Nice. Excellent. Level 8 bard.
Ooh, I forgot to get my spells. I gotta do that.
Yes.
What you get?
I am a rogue artificer, so I'm leveling up rogue to 6. Gives me expertise in 2 things, perception and intimidation. And going from 57 HP to yes,
That's going to be a good number.
57 to 7, 8, 65.
Amazing.
Yes, new favorite D8 just dropped, guys.
Head on over to Taffy.
All right, so I'm going to take the feat of Observant, boosting to my intelligence score, and I rolled my d10 and got a 9, so now I am at 85 hit points.
Amazing. Observant. That's a good feat.
Gotta love those fighter HPs.
Which one's the Observant? Is that the you can get snuck up on or something?
That's
so it is quick to notice details of your environment. You gain the following benefits. Increase your intelligence or wisdom score by 1 to a maximum of 20. If you can see a creature's mouth while it is speaking a language you understand, you can interpret what it's saying by reading its lips. And you have a +5 bonus to your passive wisdom, perception, and passive intelligence, investigation scores. Pretty snazzy.
Excellent.
It's a really good feat. I like it. A big tin.
Okay, well, I'm a little bit more plain. Of course, because the base is just fighter. And I just took ability score.
Nice.
And did 2 in wisdom.
I see that. Passive perception went up.
Did it? No, I haven't switched back to that screen. I'm holding on my HP so I can roll it.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
6. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's average. That's good. And you have a lot of HP anyway. Oh.
Yeah. I just need to figure out this HP thing again because I have to do it so manually. But that'll be it for me. Unless I can luckily find a piece of Architect sitting around somewhere. You know.
Not here. We might be heading somewhere where you'll be able to get a nice, good stockpile. We'll figure that out, though. Opportunities. And now that we have leveled ourselves up, think for Stronrith. Francis, he has his way in. He knows how to get in fairly easily, fairly simply. You'll be arriving at... It's going to be the end of... End of 5/7/10, very early of 1/1/11. Kind of around that midnight-ish time frame to sneak in.
10 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11.
when the party should have been happening. And the city still remains undestroyed.
In case the Watchers are curious, Snosboop now has Dimension Door as a spell.
Oh no. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Yes. Oh, my
And
spells got all messed up. Now that you mention it, none of them are listed. Oh no.
Oh!
I will quickly fix that.
So we approached. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out where we are. You approached.
You are. We can easily get you all into the city using Francis's connections and Francis's ways of infiltrating these cities. He's very adept with that now.
Okay, great.
So getting in, it would be just about hanging low for a moment for the meet time with the vigilante crew here.
Okay.
So that you can get a report on the city and start to formulate what exactly you'll be doing here. For
Great.
this, it'll actually be in the 3rd level. You'll be doing some scaling of walls, which, again, Francis knows the right places. These are big walls, too, realizing just how high up they go. Some of them are, well, the 2nd tier walls are close to 700 feet tall. It's like climbing a sheer cliff face. Looking down might easily give you vertigo.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that, I suppose. Get to climb on.
Get your climb on.
Oh, excuse me?
Yeah. How's Big Tin coming?
How are you doing BT then?
You can
doesn't
get your
have
paws
claws.
in there. You have paws. You can get your paws in holes inside the wall. It's not perfectly maintained.
Okay.
What's the terminology for it? No, there's no real terminology for it. We're just kind of passing over certain details and saying it's done.
You can
It's
do it.
explained. You can do it.
Okay.
Formed maybe spike grips with your paws, so you like suction cups, but not suction cups. They just go straight into the wall. Artificial claws. There are ways.
I
And
mean,
you
I
have
am
Zonka
working
strength.
on the skill to change my living metal shape,
Mm.
but that would be a little bit more than what I was going for. But we'll just say it works, whatever.
Artificial claws. You had enough time to create something for scaling, and you would have known you'd have to scale a wall. And with Ultion's capabilities, and Francis is dabbling as well, it's easy to say the 2 tinkerers could have come up with something.
Gruel.
Just so we can get you inside.
Yeah,
get
just
to
so
the
we can
top of
get
the
you up the wall.
We're in there.
And inside, yeah. So you're inside. Francis will take you to a secluded portion of this level. It looks pretty poor. It's a poor district area. Like this definitely isn't one of the levels where money flows very freely. But he brings you in a couple of tiers to an empty house. A little dusty. Smells a bit of mothballs and such. But once Big Tin is squeezed in, with the door frames being barely just enough for their large size to get in, he checks the perimeter, looks through some of the windows. It's one of the safe houses. We should be okay here for the night. Meets for after the morning. Apparently they have a job going. Delivery time. They don't tell me much details. They just follow the whims of well, Yosh. I think you're gonna like him, Schnozboop. Looks at Oltien. I think you're gonna hate him.
Wow.
Choice.
Although we have to admit that that was a likely outcome regardless of who the individual was.
Have your inside contacts found anything else out about what's going on here?
That's why we gotta meet him. I asked them to figure more details out. Meeting them so they learn. See what they learn.
Then we'll rest here.
Okay. He just pulls a stool, sets it next to one of the windows, sits down, and continues looking through the crack. Hey, you guys all have disguises, right? If you're moving around in the day, you don't want to look like that.
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna make myself look like I did last time when I was doing random things.
Oh, those are random little switcheroos. Yeah, go for it. Make yourself look like that.
I'm gonna do the same.
I do not actually have a disguise, but for the sake of it's funny, can I have some of those Groucho Marx glasses with the nose and the eyebrows?
You can, but as soon as Teffy puts it on, Francis laughs and, yeah, are you serious? Like, the nose and every... Maybe the glasses, but not the nose. The nose is a dead giveaway.
You asked for a disguise. This is what I've got.
It's not a disguise. Okay,
I'm clearly someone else right now.
no, you're not. You're still you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
May I?
She will hand over her glasses with a sigh.
He breaks off the nose, gives it back to you.
Okay.
Now you're different. Crushes the nose in his hand, his metal hand. This, no.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much keeping all of my armor on, but I'm just putting on like a very baggy, desert people.
Oh,
Like
desert
robe.
garb, yeah.
Yeah, desert garb. Like around my head and stuff.
Who do I belong to in this disguise?
That's a good
Just so
question.
that everyone's got their stories right.
What is the story, actually? Figured I could be a bodyguard, but what are you all thinking?
I could
Francis
pretend to be
and I-
a wealthy individual.
Would a wealthy individual be at this level?
Not that wealthy. It's more the demeanor. You're too friendly, Shinasbu.
I can do it.
Impossible.
If all that's
Possible.
required is to act aloof, I'll give it a whirl.
Teffy, an excellent choice. Excellent choice.
Snozmoop can be your friend.
Well, that part's
I
not
don't
even
know if the
wrong.
Gratina said it.
Okay, that part might be.
What else?
Could try
Not
to
to
do
confuse
Why are we
things
here?
further, but do we need to have alternate names? What's our purpose for being here?
That's what we should probably figure out now.
Hmm.
Any ideas?
Dibs on the name Canny.
You may call me Bob.
Ultian, I assume you're going to Caleb again. Is that fair to say?
It's the easiest choice, yes.
What was Francis's again? Sorry.
Canny. Spell uncanny, but get rid of the un, and you've got the right spelling. Gelb, Bob. Duffy, what's your name?
Ooh, I know it. I know. Victoria.
See that being a snooty rich person's name? Having a whole robot to herself? Yeah. Would BT even have a name?
No.
No.
Nor would I talk. Well, nor will I be talking.
That makes sense, but it'll be odd.
Yeah, and if you're the one who's going to be the one we're following around, you'll have to be treating it as such. BT will only be an object to someone of your stature and authority, and we wouldn't be able to say you're a poor merchant or a poor person, because justice to BT, those aren't cheap. It'll be drawing attention immediately if we make it out in the public.
Is the captain with us?
Nope. Nope, just the hand.
Oh, okay. Swish. And Francis.
And Francis, yep.
Are we trying to go out into the public?
For the initial greet, if we want to catch their job, they did said it would be an amusing one. Or we could wait for them here.
If we do go, maybe Big Tim should stay behind.
Seems like we should just wait then if Big Tin needs to be excluded.
Okay. Then they'll meet us here.
It's not too far off, so they'll be here pretty quickly. It's the backup plan. I'll just be heading here immediately after. He leans back on his chair. That just means we got a few more hours. The time passes
slowly.
The streets outside start becoming more populated as people get up and start moving around. You can see this safe house, while being to the side and out of sight mostly, is still fairly close to popular locations. You can see one of the popular streets a few paces away from one of the windows. And eventually, there is... Well, let me paint something else in front of you first. You're noticing that there are a lot of guard patrols that go around quite frequently. Multiple different kinds. Most of them are armed with firearms of some kind at this point. Several of them are heavily armored with these firearms as well. You faced off against a couple of them in Zellum, but there are a few new alterations to these ground units. You do also see a Iron Golem patrol where it's just an iron golem walking around with a couple of scout units following after it. Kind of a show of force, so to speak, for those of you who are familiar with regimes like this. Eventually, in one of them, Altian, you'd be the one who'd catch this. There's movement in between all these guards. None of them are doing anything. They're just chatting in amongst themselves and a little brief moment as one of them visits a stall and buys, or more like bullies, the person to giving them some food. But the small figure is just walking in amongst all of them, and you're seeing their hand whip out, grab their coin purses, and pull them back into the cloak. None of them are reacting. And just walking through the middle of them all. Ben, you want to describe what Yoshinda looks like as they start approaching the safe house, nicking the coin purses from all these guards?
Yes. Yashinda is a halfling, so not a very tall individual. He is rugged looking, but has a very soft glint in his eyes. So he's kind of got that cheerful glee as he goes around and pickpockets people. He's not a very stoic man. But yeah, as he's doing this, he will be looking like he's just picking up something that was originally his anyway. Just totally nonchalant.
Eventually getting to the door, just opening it, walking right in. Altian, you realizing he's not looking around for anyone who might be following him. He's not paying attention to surroundings in that sort of way. Like what you normally would be doing before entering a safe house, Yoshinda didn't do any of it. And he just walked straight in. Yoshinda, you see this lot, along with Francis, someone you've dealt with quite a few times. He smiles down at you and like,
Are the other Ys with me?
no, they're still cleaning up.
Okay.
They're out and about. You know, distractions. Yashinda,
Well, howdy there. I'm Yashinda.
how you doing? How'd it go?
Oh, it went as well as always.
Good to hear.
Yosh, I'm Snodsboop McSnoogan. A pleasure to meet you.
Yashinda will reach his hand out. A pleasure to meet you as well, Schnozboop. I've heard many things about you.
Oh, have
Your
you?
group, mostly.
Oh, that reminds me. You can call me Bob while we're in the city, you know. Stealthy type
Bob.
of things.
Very incognito.
Thank you. These are my friends. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Altian. Caleb.
Oh,
Aaron.
yes. I know you. You're very famous.
Hmm.
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
But for the sake of the mission, Victoria?
Victoria. Nice to meet you. I
We
assume
all
that's
turn
everybody.
to Creek to look at Big Ten. We all shuffle.
BT's not saying anything.
Well,
So-
I'll
He's a-
assume that's
He's a
everybody.
consummate actor, Big Ten.
So,
Stays in character even when the cameras aren't rolling.
now that we've met and greeted and become friends and all the things that are good, what now, Yosh?
I believe I have some information for you that would be quite useful before we leave.
Do tell.
Yes. Do you have any questions about the levels of Stronrith?
How best do we get into the second level?
Ah, the second level. I do have some people there. I do not actually have people there. Never mind. We've tried some infiltrations in the past, but it hasn't been quite successful. So far, we have not had much luck manipulating the officers of the Senate in this area. Something seems to be quite wrong with them. Something that is good to know is that the head of each patrol can see right through invisibility, and there are watchtowers everywhere. So if you planned on getting invisible to get inside, that's not gonna work.
We might have an idea of what's happening in that level and how to get in. But we're not exactly sure.
What's your plan?
I'm going to turn to Snozboop so he can better explain how we got into based off of your memory. You don't
Well,
have
the
to, like,
memory
actually
we
describe it.
used invisibility, so I'm not sure how that happened. But
You also
No,
all rolled over 30.
well, mostly very quiet individuals. But I would say that perhaps several of us could go in that way, and maybe Victoria and her guardian here could make a more frontal approach, demanding access to the place, something along those lines, as an idea.
I doubt very highly that would work in her favor.
The back door
Why
creaks
would a wealthy
open
individual such as her?
as someone walks in. A balded man wearing a vest, maroon color, and basic tan shorts comes waddling over next to Yoshinda. Hey, Beth. This is Yaba.
Wait, we have a Yaba?
Yaba. Yep. Missing two of them now.
So we had York, and Yeet.
Yep.
We have York, Yeet, Yaba, and Yosh?
You are Yosh.
Yes. So does that make us the four wise?
The four wise, yep.
Okay. Yaba.
Hi guys, sorry. Don't mean to interrupt. I'm just Yaba, part of the crew.
Hello, Yaba. Good to meet you.
As you can see, I am the tallest member of my crew. You'll notice that he's actually only 1 centimeter taller. But he is the tallest.
I'm
Well,
no
what
halfling.
racial variety are these individuals?
I'm a dwarf.
Is Josh a dwarf as well?
Yosh is a halfling.
Halfling.
Oh. Well, I'll, leave it to Caleb's wisdom on that. Josh, any suggestions on how we could get in? We are fairly stealthy, but Victoria and her guardian are less so. Any thoughts?
Well, with your stealth and my luck, I'm sure we could get anywhere we need to.
But didn't you just say you couldn't get into where we're trying to get into?
It's very difficult, yes, but difficulty and me have not been known to reside in the same room.
Oh. Well, then lead the way. Let's go.
Hold on, first.
You will be stealthy, though, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
What are the rotations of the guards? You know that well.
Yes, I do.
When is it at its weakest?
Midday. It's when all the patrols change.
Last time we went at night.
I say that looking at Snozboop.
I actually think it was during the day when we went, because we had just arrived. We went to the house that we were staying, and then we immediately left. So I think it was during the day. Is that a fair assessment, Murray?
Not a bad assessment. I think it was during the day. Either way, he's right. During the day could work shorter time window. During midday, at night, there's no one working, per se. No, like, actual living people you might think. Just factory stuff. So it might be less traffic. You know, like less inspections, less checking in, less doing numbers by the people who could do the thinking. But midday, most people are off on lunch or shift change. So midday works too. There's a creak from upstairs in the second story as another person comes down the stairs. Another dwarf, looks identical to Yaba, but he's wearing a purple vest. Oh, hey guys. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going. I'm Yeet. Part of the crew.
Hello, Yeet.
Yeet is one of my most esteemed members of the crew.
Far better than Yaba. Or not. I'm better than you. No, you're not. I'm better than you. They stop pushing each other.
I'm still taller than both of you, so be quiet.
They both turn to him at the same time and say, only by a centimeter.
It's the centimeter that counts.
Ah. They wave at the same time.
Okay, so how many earpieces do we have? Is it just enough for the hand?
I believe it's just enough for the hand. I think you've got one spare because Zara's dead.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna give the spare to Francis and also
And also.
never mind. Okay. So, yeah, and then partial table talk here. Should Francis and this new gang do more sneaky sneak while we walk through? Kind of cover us as we walk through? You know what I mean?
So table talk wise, I think it is more likely that we will succeed to getting down there if we just all try to sneak, even with Teffy and Big Tin, than trying, even if Snozboop tries to talk his way through all the gates. It doesn't sound like that's going to work.
There's not going to be any daytime sneaking for BT.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Is if we go at day, there's absolutely no sneaking that Big Ten can do.
Oh,
Unless he gets up on a roof and stays jumping from rooftop.
I mean,
to
I look
rooftop.
like a steel predator right now, not the steel protector that I normally do. But
if you,
I got to have a reason to be there.
So Snozboop will say this: what if the three of us, plus any of you that would like to join, sneak it, and Victoria's guardian just acts like he is pursuing some individual into that level. Do you think they would let him pass?
Seems like a plan to me.
Seems like you're up for any plan that we've produced so far.
Any idea is a good idea.
I like the enthusiasm, Yash. I do, but experientially, that seems less than correct.
Experientially, that has been 100% correct for me.
Maybe you should be the one making the plan then.
I'm just here to support what you need to do.
Okay. Caleb, any thoughts on that variant?
What would be her excuse?
Pursuit's not a bad one. I like that idea.
A pursuit over what?
Well, I don't think
A thief.
steel predators, give reasons. They just move and things get out of their way. Is that not true, or?
I have a new plan. I could be the thief that the predator is chasing into the second level. That could be our way in, past the towers.
You all hear a voice
But how are
above
you
you
getting in?
in the rafters. As someone says, "Steel predators do operate by themselves." You look up and there's a third identical dwarf to the other ones, wearing a blue vest. Just hanging out. As Yorba continues, "Yeah, they usually just wander around doing their own thing." Yeet. Keeping the streets clean of people like us.
Actually, that is a good idea. We'll all sneak in, and Big Tin just has to walk in.
Still brings attention.
Yeah, but if we're already through, and the attention is behind us, then it might be a distraction. Give us some time.
It's a plan. Let's do it. When should we do it? Right now?
Today?
Either right now or at night.
If the purpose is to get evidence of what we believe there to be, it seems like we may want to do that while they're working, which I assume would be during the day, but maybe not. I suppose we could stay the night down there if necessary.
Could try a midday assault, and then if that is unsuccessful, we could go at night.
I would say maybe after lunch, when everyone's bunkering down for a siesta.
I do so enjoy a siesta, Victoria. Although it seems unlikely that these individuals, who are basically slaves, would take them. But maybe...
She means the guards.
Oh. You could be right about that.
Is everybody ready?
When he says that, Yoshinda, there's a little tug behind your right ear, and you hear a whisper. There's something different about them.
What?
Now, is this a whisper that only he can hear?
It's a whisper
'Cause
that
I'm
only he can
pretty
hear.
pretty perceptive.
Give me a perception roll, because your passive perception isn't high enough.
Oh, okay. Okay, then this roll is not high enough as well.
gonna
16.
listen anyhow. Roll anyhow.
Oh yeah.
I can always
BT, you
get
can
that
definitely
natural
roll
20
too.
somehow. Let's see here. 15
It's a
plus
pretty good
what?
roll.
That'd be a 21.
21. Nah, not quite. It's your passive, yeah. We're looking for 25 on this one. They feel different.
Why do they feel different?
Well, one of them feels like he's not quite right. The other seems to be burning. I don't know how he's alive. And she's
think
just
that could-
scary.
Do you think that could compromise the mission?
Your attention feels pulled towards Schnozboop. His might.
Hmm.
And then towards BT. His could too.
Well, I think it's safe to say we're lucky enough to get through this, right?
Yes, it is.
Let's just see how this plays out.
Okay.
Any Hoozleby, is everybody ready? I guess. Is everybody prepared? Do they have the things that they need?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I'll take the other wise and we'll take a perimeter around, stay out of sight and keep an eye out. Try to warn you if anything happens. Yash, why don't you stick with the hand? Make sure they, I don't know, have a good time, I guess.
A lucky time, one might say.
What did I say?
Very.
Knew you were gonna like him. Alright. Wise? Yeah? Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
The city in the way is up to you all now.
The plan is to. Should we get closer? This is table talk. Should we get closer to the gate and then hide? That way, in case we end up using invisibility,
We can't.
it lasts a little bit longer.
Well,
Visibility doesn't work.
But we did use it before.
We did use it before. It's true.
But we also all rolled really,
like
really,
30s.
really high.
really high. Yeah, you all rolled really high. But I'll draw emphasis to a key part of that phrase, which was the guards of the patrols, or the heads of the patrols can see right through invisibility. So it's only going to be one unit of each patrol that can see through your invisibility. The other little grunts, they can't. As far as what Yoshinda's crew's been able to assess, it's only the captains who have been able to see through it. And the watchtowers have something magical that, yeah, it's like a beholder eye gaze. Whenever that searchlight goes over you, even if you're invisible, you will be revealed. Kind of like fairy light or a fairy fire spell
Okay.
effect going
Can
on
we
with it.
see that beam?
You can see
Is
the
it
beam.
like a
yes.
Okay.
I'm
Okay, it's all about
absolutely
timing.
rolling into that gimmick and making it like a searchlight beam.
This is a stealth portion of a video game. Let's hope
Yes.
it's built well. You
Oh,
know?
I was thinking about a
Metal Gear
Sauron eye.
Solid.
Where's my
Sauron eye too.
cardboard box
Yeah.
when I need it?
Whee! We have that noise in here.
So it seems like the less we're seeing, the better. Seemingly.
Hmm. Okay.
Not necessarily invisible, but it seems like perhaps we should be as stealthy as possible from the get-go. And then
So, am I going before you guys or after you guys try and get through? Since
Oh,
I'm the
good
one that's just
question.
gonna be
I
walking
think we
in.
should be before.
Yeah, no, we
That
said
way
that, yeah,
you
before.
walk out and then pull eyes, and then we
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
so
are we ready?
Let's do it.
Anybody got any spells to help us out? What's going on here?
Yeah, it's kind of your prep stage before I thrust you to the front gate of entering, quote unquote, front gate. Actually, side point, how are you liking to enter this? Through the ground, from the level above, or from the level below? Or do you want to go to the outside and try to infiltrate through a gate on the outside wall of the second tier?
Okay, well, here's the question. Given all the information we know, Big Ten, could you find us if you go in through another way than we go in?
yes, I can find any of you anytime I want.
Oh yeah, and you also have that one spell, the step through. You could just walk through. What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are you talking about?
I
Wait,
feel
he has
like
Misty Step?
Misty Step, yeah.
Yeah, he has Misty Step.
Yes.
What?
No.
Misty Step your way in?
Anytime I'm talking over communications.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we should
So-
all acknowledge now. BT's communicating through communications, not vocally. A dead giveaway if it's vocal. Good clarification.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. I can't talk
Big
for
Ten
them
can figure his
making
way in.
expressions going, what do you mean, Big Ten? You know, and you're like, why are they talking like that to an object? But, you know, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Big Ten can find his way in. Yeah, I guess we just roll sneak after Big Ten makes his way out.
So I'm going through the gate first?
Out of
Or
the
I thought-
building that we're in, and then
Oh,
we're all gonna sneak.
Size-wise,
Okay.
I am the only small creature in our party. Is that true?
Yoshinda,
Yes.
halfling.
Well, now.
That's amongst the hand.
Yeah, amongst the hand, yeah.
That is unfortunate. Okay.
But a question I do ask now that you asked that question, because maybe Yoshi here has some ideas.
Yoshi.
What do you think the best way in is our best chance? From the outside, from below, or above?
Well, the outside seems to be as good as any. Above and below, or they can tend to have more eyes on them at this time of day. I'd say we approach from the outside.
We'll be following your lead.
All right. So I'll lead. There's an aura, almost. If someone seems to be looking at him, they're distracted by something else. So he walks confidently. His intention is not to be seen, so he will not be seen.
Quick messaging to Bob, aka Snozboop, and Chaos. I'm gonna ask.
Any feeling on what his primordial is?
Every time I try to focus on him, I just lose conscious. It's not a full-rate term. Not conscious. Focus. I lose focus.
Well, that's interesting. I feel nothing. Unless I do feel
Alright.
something. Is there a way that I could feel something? How would I feel that out?
Give me a charisma check.
Charisma?
Yeah,
Just straight charisma.
just straight charisma. Yeah, roll d20 and add your charisma modifier.
12.
12. You feel nothing.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you're not getting anything from it. And there's nothing. Wrath's not even feeling anything. Taffy, fear doesn't sense anything. It's almost like a void. A big tin, actually. Probably should address this, seeing as you've gotten a lot into the eyesight of things with destruction. Yashinda is like a cloud of energy. It's like whenever you look through destruction's eyes at Yashinda, they just turn into a big old mist. Several of them burst out into different little spots and locations. It's a cloud of Yashinda walking in amongst themselves and moving constantly.
I'll ask Destruction if he's seen that before.
There are a few of us who look like that.
Which ones?
I guess I actually have a list. Disgust can. Mystery does. Doubt as well. There is also luck. Shame will do it as well.
Oh, relay that to the hand. Those are our top 5 options right now of who's he.
All right. After some
Getting
rolls.
to the gate.
I walk out of the door.
There is. So, you look like it's based off of the memories of a person, so we are going to have you do a performance roll, but with advantage. And the DC on it's going to be painfully low. I'm just looking to see if you roll a 1. Or 2 1s, really. It's possible. To see just
Don't
how
put
alike.
that in the Mario
in the
dice cards.
So 14.
14, yeah. You are convincing enough that as you walk out, people give you a very wide berth. Even the guards do. No one disturbs you. No one stops you. No one looks into what you're doing. A lot of the commoners, they won't even meet eyes with you. They won't try to even. It's always averting their eyes, averting their gaze and their movements. Some people will even take dark alleys just to get out away from the path of the steel predator that's walking around them. Clear fear of what BT is representing right now.
I will be playing the Bloodhound role. You know, walking a few steps, doing some sniffing, walking some more, doing some sniffing. Yeah. Maybe not that active, but still.
Give me a percentile dice.
Okay.
28.
28. Okay. You can make it up to the outskirts of the second tier very easily and get up to the gate. As you're approaching...
I'm waiting for them because they're going first.
Right, yes, okay. How then are you all doing this?
We're taking different routes though, remember?
Taking different routes? Right.
Yeah, we're going
Oh, so I don't
from
have
the
to wait for you.
outside. Yeah, you can just
Okay, so go
try
for
your
it.
luck. Roll that dice.
I'm just going straight in. I mean, you know, like I have a mission.
Walking up to the gate, as you are approaching, there are people who are looking to get in, and a lot of crossing of paperwork and opening up of crates inside carriages as well. Everything's being checked.
They ignore everybody I just keep on straight walking like I have a purpose.
Everyone ignores you as you walk straight through the gate without being hindered a single time. You do, however, as you're walking through the streets, realize that a couple of them have split off and have started following after you. Their demeanor is very clear. They're just following to clean up whatever mess you're about to make.
And by them, you mean guards?
Guards, yeah.
Okay.
You got just 2 guards, and they're the lightly armored, very lightly weapon equipped, like plywood guards. They really are not there for a tuffle. They're there really just to report the mess and do the cleanup.
Okay. Well,
1 ply guards, my bread and butter.
I will kill time as I watch the progress of the rest of the hand get in.
Okay. Now, give me another performance check as you are acting a role at this point. Not at advantage on this one.
Oh, oops. Oh, hold on a second.
What?
Almost clicked the button.
Oh. Just in time.
10.
10. Okay. Alright. As for the rest of you, how are you getting in?
Well, hopefully with a combination of invisibility and really, really good stealth. Yeah, Yoshi said outside was the best option. Less eyes. But I'm assuming the guard towers. There's more guard towers on the outside than on the inside, or is that?
There are a lot of guard towers on the outside, and from what the crew said, just as many, if not more, on the inside. There's a lot on the inside.
Just less guards on the outside.
Just less guards on the outside, yeah.
Okay. Somebody's got that invisibility spell lined up.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess Bob can take care of it. Wait, so how many people are coming with?
There's 4 of us in total.
Could not get that many. If I use a 4th level spell slot, I can get 3.
3? Okay, 1 second. What kind of stuff you got over there, Ben?
Muted.
I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, if
I'm
you think
sneaky
he'll be
enough.
fine. Let's
I
really
will.
hope so, Yosh. Let's really, really hope so.
Cast invisibility level 4 to make Kella, Victoria, and myself invisible.
Okay. Invisible for the sneak through. And, okay. Then give me some stealth checks. If you're invisible, at advantage. Or at advantage if you have advantage on stealth. And all that wonderful stuff. And I'm going to roll some perceptions for them.
Who would like to go first?
I got a 22.
22 in the stealth. Nice.
17,
17
which
from
is good for
Teffy.
me.
Clanking around. Clink, clink, clink.
Clink, clink, clink. Oh,
28.
28? Oof, that's good. Yashinda?
23.
23.
I might be the only one making it in.
Walking
so.
up and walking through, as you're walking, there's something you realize about Yashinda. He's not trying to sneak. He's just walking. And as you're going through trying to sneak, He passes in front of a couple of guards just plainly. They don't notice him. He just keeps walking. He makes it through the gates without getting a single eye on him. And as you follow and trail right after, no one notices you all either. There are a couple of moments where Teffy almost runs into someone, but manages to skirt away and around. But Yashinda, you also managed to ploy for about 13 gold worth from people's pockets as you just walked by and took them.
Yes. Might we roll for an item or two?
Question.
Sure, give me a percentile dice. Yeah.
Does Snaz Boop notice this aversion to people seeing him?
Yes, you would. Your passes are high enough. You all actually would.
Well, in that case, I would like to try to pickpocket one of the guards whilst passing them, trying to take...
Why? Why? It's working.
They might have keys. I might need some keys from them to get into places.
All right. Sure.
Roll
Give me
the
a
85, by the way.
an 85. Yes.
You get the keys that Snozboop is trying to get.
You get a piece of paper that you'll be able to unfold and read after I just what Schnozboop is doing. Schnozboop, I need you to make a sleight of hand check.
Not my best. 17.
17. You get your hands on this pouch on the side. Start to pull it, and the strip starts slipping very easily and cleanly from the belt. Right as it hits that knotted loop at the end, it notches for a moment, but the guard twists and it pulls free. He stops and, what was that?
Well, just continue. I won't double check.
Slipping around, you hear him mumble to himself, must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. Arrow sticking out of one eye.
Out of one of his eyes.
Must have been the wind.
Continuing on following.
You, Schnozboop, just got yourself a regular potion of healing. Yep, you. You just
Yeah, you.
you just took a
No,
regular
the other
potion of
Schnozboop.
healing. The other Schnozboop.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought I didn't succeed to get in anything. Okay,
No,
regular
you did.
potion of healing.
You got
Excellent.
the pouch, but yeah.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, when he
Oh,
pulled away, it pulled free, but the tugging
Excellent.
notified something, but he didn't notice. Yashinda, you got yourself a nice crystalline figure that's easily worth probably around 15 or so gold. It looks to be custom made. It's got a little note on it as well. This note is for my dearest, I'm sorry. And there's another note on it that you can see is stamped for the military. You've just ployford a little gift for someone
Nice.
as clearly as an apology gift. They won't be able to give it off anymore, unfortunate. But you've also got a little note that on the inside states operations are to increase. Documents to 15th level. What's his name? Oh, I need it over here. Sorry. The name just literally just skipped my brain. To 15th level via Shandacha only.
Ah. Okay. Well, I will take this document and I will show it to Schnozboop. I'll say, hey, I found some rather interesting information.
Snozpoop is going to take the piece of paper,
Which then
Have
turns
a-
invisible in his hands.
a little look at it.
Can't read it because it's invisible now.
I can't read it?
No, you can read it. It's in your house. You
Okay.
can see yourself.
I don't know what a schnoz is, so I'm going to take it and stealthily pass it over to Caleb for him to have a read.
You know, I know the Shandarka. They also know him as Takiri.
Snotsoup will ear set that to the people.
Ultian Shandacha is Grantinin for Shadow Lord in common.
It's good to know my old friend is still around. Keep moving.
I
Yoshida,
collect said note.
behind
Does
your
that mean
ear.
the documents we're looking for are in level 15?
It suggests that.
Okay.
It's just a note. It would have been dated this morning, so it'd been a note for whoever got in for the morning shifts. Which
So they may not have been moved yet.
they may not have been moved yet. But as you
Okay.
start pushing deeper into the second level to get to wherever this hand is going, you feel that little pressure in your right ear again, and a voice. You heard him. Nice to know that my friend's still alive. Are they working with them?
That may have been more colloquial.
Colloquial. What does that mean?
Just a turn of phrase. Nothing to be worried about.
I could turn a phrase too. I could phrase a turn.
You're pretty good at doing that.
I don't trust him.
Neither do I, so that makes two of us.
That's all right. We'll be fine. Trudging in. I'm gonna need another stealth
Any
check.
evidence?
Where you looking? How you looking?
Oh, baby. Papa's invisible with a 31 stealth, nat 20.
Ooh.
I am the shadow.
That actually is invisible.
Also a nat 20.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. No more clanking.
Also on that 20.
You're kidding me.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, dang.
For 29, in case that was important to you.
Okay, cool.
It's an
Yoshida,
auto success anyway.
What you get?
Please be a nat 20 as well. He's like, a nat 1. Everyone
Oh.
turns and looks at me.
Halflings get to re-roll nat ones. The first one of a roll, at least.
Yeah. We're gonna re-roll that. Yeah. That's funny.
Halfling.
Luck.
That's
Halflings
not
are
too
great.
bad. What was our modifier?
It's just whatever your modifier is. There's no pass without a trace or anything going on.
Was it stealth?
Yeah, stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
23. Yeah, that's not bad. That's good.
23 again.
Big Tin, by this point, you would be able to trace that they're inside. And they're moving forward. They're moving deeper into floor 2. There are a couple of places. What are you looking for? What kind of evidence? Let's start with what you're looking to gather. What are you wanting and desiring?
Well, one, we need physical evidence and like paper evidence. paperwork. So, just like the last time, I'm using my little camera dealies, my little recording devices, to take photos as we go of people in chains. If I can find one, just a loose set of chains lying around, I'm taking those as more physical evidence. What else? And paperwork, but I'm also going to message Big Ten, letting him know that we are inside, and if he can do that memory thing again, I'll do it in character.
Big Tim, we're inside. How's it going for you?
No complications really, besides I've got a couple of tails.
See if you can shake them. In the meantime, do that memory thing going on to the workers.
That's what I'm looking for right now. See if I can find a zombie and take their memories.
I'm going to let him know what street we're on, roughly.
Baker Street. It's not. It's not Baker Street. I just couldn't resist.
321.
On Drury Lane.
And a half.
Drew Lee. It's Drew Lee Lane.
Right, keep searching for evidence.
Well, with 3 nat 20s and a 23, that is technically 7 successes between 4 rolls, which is ridiculous. So the photos and the chains, 2 things you can easily pick up with that kind of a stealth check. Moving around, there are a lot of moments where Yoshinda, you probably get that random sense of you should probably stop walking randomly and stop walking randomly. Everyone else kind of bumping into each other behind, and then suddenly a guard patrol just walks by. And then you're good to keep going. They never ever look Yoshinda's way, and he's never hiding. He's always just walking out in the open. And you still get to one of the factories where these people are in chains putting pieces together. Snorsboot, by your memory, they're working faster and there are more people involved in them now. It looks busier than it was inside your vision. You get some chains, pile those in. We're going to move over to Big Tin, though. Finding someone. It won't be too hard. I mean, you've got, with your form and your shape, you've got basically free reign of walking around. How are you intending on losing your 2 tails?
Yeah, that's something that's been kind of bugging me. How are my 2 tails ever expected to follow me, knowing that I am a steel predator that can dimension jump whenever he feels like?
I have so far.
Yes. Well, so I will get to a point where I'll see like an alleyway with 2 turns possible or 3 turns possible, and I will step down that alleyway where for the split moment I'm out of sight of them, and then I will misty step somewhere else backwards behind them and just watch them for a bit.
I mean, they're very nonchalantly following, just observing the behaviors for whenever you might lurch into action. When they turn around that corner and see that you're gone, they stop for a moment. You hear one of them say, "Hang on, it just..." And the other, "It must be one of those newer models." "Oh, you're probably right with that." Well. We'll just tell the captain we followed it as long as we could. Let some other poor soul clean up the mess. I'm in for that. Maybe we can tell him we'd followed it longer than we actually did. Prancing pony? I'm thinking about the Burning Inn. They've got better drinks this time. Let's go.
Yeah, kind of
Prancing
figured it wasn't going to
pony.
be too hard.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard to lose them. But
I got
eventually-
some chaos compulsions.
Chaos compulsions. Keep that in mind, real quick,
Okay.
with Big Tin. With the free action or the free movement stuff, to find an isolated enough thrall, basically, that you to take the memories from, give me a investigation or survival check. I could see survival playing into it as well.
Well, I'm going to take survival. Because I have a bonus in survival.
I always try to give options.
So that'll be a 17.
It takes you a little longer, but you will find one that's ferrying things in between, and you identify a moment where you can whip up quickly, take the memories, and then pull back without anyone possibly noticing, without like a out of the line sight of watchtowers and guard patrols, which you see are a plethora of around these areas. How much are you looking to take?
As much as I can without it being a time problem.
Okay. Then we can encompass saying you took a good amount of their normal life as they lived, but I'll give you the main details that will be pertinent right now. Which is they got a job. They were from the dredges. They got a job in the second level. Good pay. Food benefits as well. Like food for the family, too. Not a lot. You would know it's not enough to keep a family going, but it's enough to sustain them for now. They weren't excited about the job, but they had no other options. So they went up. They met with one of the captains. They were escorted to a place to get the uniform on. Escorted into another room. Met some of their new employee or co-workers. Had an orientation. Went to bed in their location. And that's it. You get a distinct emptiness from that point forward, and can identify that from the point they turned into what they are now, no memory is being captured by their brain. Nothing of what they do is being remembered.
Even subconsciously.
Even subconsciously.
That's bad. Really autonomous. Okay. If that's all I can get then.
At this point, they've worked, the rest of them have worked their way deeper into to where, floor 2, to where the documentation rooms would be. You found your way fairly deep into it as well. From what you can all tell, it's a lot of manufacturing goods of weapons. Far more than the Grantina Senate would need.
I'm gonna keep pulling on that thread.
Question. I don't know if I ever gleaned this from my investigations, but how would the Steel Predator file a report or make a report if it had to?
There are... What would it be called? Oh, actually, I'm trying to figure out really if he would know that. I don't think he would know that. So yeah, I think I have to give you my GM answer, which is that's a good question.
Okay, well, I'll make my way back out.
Okay. To the documentation section. You've been in here for... It's been a few hours, so your invisibility's definitely worn off, so we're not rolling with advantage on that unless it's being recast.
I don't think he can. Unless my boy's juiced up now. And he's not even paying attention.
I think he's thinking.
Yeah. So, so I need to know a couple of pieces of information. In the what we'll call the factory area, where the drones
Factory
are.
rings. It's like remember, cities of rings. So as you're going into the second level, you're passing through walls and passing through additional barriers. Each factory area is kind of, each ring is a different kind of factory, and in the center is the administration.
Great. I would like to know more information about the administration room, if I could.
That is where you're all heading now.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then, yeah, we'll go in there and then do things when we get there.
Excellent. Now, let's see. I should have anticipated you all trying to do this during the day as well. But I didn't. Getting into the administration area, passing through this point of the day, you can see you're having to pop off into little side alleys more frequently, as you can see people are heading home for the day. A lot of these individuals are going to the elevator sections to go up as opposed to go down, because in the administration section, people are a bit richer. They get paid more, so they can afford to live in higher tiers. But you find yourself in the area where the information of what's being produced, what's being made. I'm actually going to put you all there. I'm going to give you a map to look at.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Everything is black. Oh, scroll out. It's incredibly zoomed in. Out and up. Big Tin, you're not actually there, I think. Just going to leave your token there so you can actually see.
Okay.
So it's a long hallway? Oh,
Long
there's doors.
hallway.
There's a doors. Bunch of doors.
Yes, a bunch of doors. Let me get this scene actually correct. You're not on a boat anymore. You're in the desert. Also, for some reason, it didn't capture it. Oh no. Where is it? Where's my roll 20? Boop. There we go. Bunch of doors. Altian, if you go down to the end of the hallway, there is a little piece of something that you will see with your passive perception.
Okay.
Tiny
Yeah, what
little
is
piece of
that?
armor. That is definitely the shoulder or the elbow of an iron golem standing guard at the end of this hallway, where it's looking like it's curving in a U shape and around. And of all these rooms, you can see light coming from underneath this door down here. All the other ones are darker, like dim lighting.
Snotspoop goes to this door and opens it.
It's a closet. Writing utensils, paper, ink, quills.
No one's doing anything. I'm gonna go to this door and open it.
I'm thinking. I'm currently like right here. Like, okay.
Contemplating. Schnozboop, as you go to that door and open it, and Teffy and Yoshinda, this is entirely you moving your characters on this sheet and asking questions about what the map is like, so I won't move your tokens for you. That's up to you. Looking inside this, though, Schnozboop, it's a study. The ground looks well-paced. The bookshelves around here seems as though there have been someone standing in front of them for a while, even at times.
Going in here. Where is the desk?
The desk? This one doesn't have a desk.
Oh, it's just a study where they walk around?
Just a study where it looks like this person walks around, unlike the one Yoshinda just walked in, where there is a desk. Alright, Teffy, at that point I'm going to ask you to stop, actually. That's quite a bit of movement there, just so I can cover your surroundings and where you're all at before you go around too much. You move to a specific location and then hold. So you're in a study. Yoshin just walked into a study as well. This one does have a desk. There are papers on it and around. The two of you give me some investigation checks.
Me?
Yep.
Am I one of those?
You are one of them. Taffy, you've just walked through a supply cabinet that took you to the other side of this study hall area. Well, you won't actually see one of those little bits.
I rolled an 8.
Rolled an 8.
I don't have a +0 on investigation, but I rolled a 19.
A 19? Okay. Looks to be another hallway with another series of doorways, Taffy. U-shaped location. Any of these rooms could have some important documentation in it, but you'd have to go into the room and check and look around, kind of like what Yoshinda and Schnozboop started doing as soon as you got in here. Schnozboop, these are all concept theories. Everything here is about the possibilities of other nations and listing out details of what they know about them. You see thoughts, and most of it's just crumpled up paperwork inside the bin. The rest of it is locked behind locks or locked behind in locations that you can't easily get to.
Okay. I'm going to do a series of things that'll probably take me several minutes to do. I would like to catch everything on fire.
Please
Okay.
don't, because I have an idea. Please, for the love of God.
Give me a survival check. Or if you have
Right.
something, a tool of some kind, it's going to be a dexterity. I'm not going to stop you from ruining everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's not like I have a cloak of many things on me that has multiple options or anything to get rid of this golem real quick.
I have a tinderbox. And
Yeah,
oil.
that'll help. That'll give you advantage on this.
Uh, 17.
17. Great. We'll come back around to you.
Oh, last thing. Once I've done all of that, I have seemingly a bag of 1,000 ball bearings. I want to drop them inside the door and leave.
Okay. Excellent.
Absolute nut job, this guy.
Wonderful. I'm just going to pull something from a different screen, because it just suddenly became very important for me to have it on this screen.
Mm-hmm. Great. Love it when the DM pulls up a different screen.
I will say it did take me a couple of minutes to do that, I assume. So feel free to do
Yes,
something
so
else
while
in
that's
in the
happening,
interim.
let's address the 19 that Yashinda rolled. Walking around this room, there are drawers that are locked, you can tell. One of them, you pull it once and it feels locked. Then you push it in and pull it again and it's not locked. Huh.
Nice.
You look inside and there's some document that says confidential. When you open it up, it looks to be a strange vehicular device. Something with treads and tracks in the front, and treads and tracks in the back. You can immediately tell that this thing is designed for all-terrain use. On solid terrain, sand terrain, mountain terrain. And it's got this centralized cannon in the middle of it, with two sides of the new twisting barrel designs that you've seen coming out much more. And on the top, you see very plainly Interceptor Mark 1.
Oopsie daisies.
I'm gonna take those documents.
Okay. You take those documents. Now, while you're searching that, Schnorsbeep is starting a fire, and Teffy's looking through the corridors, looking at these rooms. Altine has walked down to the end here, is looking at this back and shoulder bit of an iron golem, which is very clearly on watching, and you can hear faint voices coming from the study.
Okay, what kind of patches are on that cloak of many things?
You've got an instant tree. There's an instant hole. There's instant doors. So you could pull a patch off and make a door in any of these walls that you wanted. You've got there is a pack mule in there too. Don't ask me how Julian did that, but he did. There is an actual animal that is in the form of a patch right now on your cloak. You've got ladders. You've got rope. 10 days of supplies as well. A bedroll. A lot of basic mundane things. Even a vial of acid, actually. There's a vial of acid in there too. Small one.
There are only one instant hole patch? And how big are the dimensions on that instant hole?
It's a 10 foot by 10 foot. With this, the instant hole you would know would send him down a level, plummeting. It wouldn't be quiet. But as far as how many there are, roll a d4 for me.
Oh, I shall. 2.
2. So then there is one patch.
There's one. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second to think about this.
As you're considering your options, thinking about it, nope. Never mind. Carry on. Keep thinking about
Okay, I'm gonna earpiece message to everyone.
Not knowing. I think I've got an idea how to get this golem out of our way. Where's everybody at?
I'm just starting a fire. Be there a moment.
I'm in an adjacent corridor. Not starting fires. Although that does sound kind of fun.
I thought the parameters of this covert mission were clear. Snozboop, we weren't supposed to do anything.
I
This
do
can start.
apologize about that, but since my little event several days ago, I've had a hard time controlling certain compulsions. Apologies.
The stack of paper in front of you just lights up as soon as you say apologies.
Fire.
Be there momentarily.
Let's go.
Snozboop is going to do a little fist bump to Philemon.
Philemon fist bumps you back.
This is a good idea.
Everyone get to me now. Grab Yosh.
Heading towards Caleb.
Caleb. As you are passing by that room, Yosh, there is a tug at your ear again as you hear the voice. Put it out, 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 put it out. Schnozboop's trying to
Where's
burn
the
your city
fire?
down. It's just inside here.
City? That's aggressive.
Door's open. I'll see through the open door that there's a fire. And
Oh, the door's
toss a
closed.
blanket
I
on it.
closed the door. I mean, you can feel free to open the door, but I closed it.
Oh, it was open.
Oh yeah, it's open inside roll 20 still.
Oh. Guess I do need to move back. Okay, it's closed. It's closed.
As soon as you...
So how will I be able to tell what door I should
Oh, you're being
be
pushed.
opening out?
Pushed by your
Okay.
little friend to put it out. Put it out. As soon as you open the door and start walking in, though, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. It is a 26.
26. You don't even notice the ball bearings on the ground as you just walk into the empty spaces in between without realizing that they're there.
Nice.
You walk over, put a blanket over it, give me dex. Not a dex,
Yeah.
it's survival, actually. So, well, a survival or a dex check.
I would prefer a dex.
Then do a dex.
All right. That's a 29.
Fire wasn't too big. These documents are definitely destroyed. There is definitely evidence that a fire has been started. You're not going to be able to get around that. But it's been put out. Lighting this place would have traveled up every single tier and smoked out a lot of people and caused a ton of damage. There is an unusual amount of feeling coming from your friend.
Are you okay?
He just tried to destroy something for fun. I don't like
Seems a little chaotic.
destructive chaos. He might have chaos.
Does that mean something?
Yes.
Oh,
One of my siblings. He is not to be trusted.
but he seems so jovial.
He is the opposite of me.
I have noticed things have been more complicated than they usually are.
Nothing goes right with chaos.
Hmm. Do you have something I might be able to give him to pacify that for the moment?
No. I wish I did, though. It would have been a lot
Well.
easier to sate it.
Unless you have some method of sedation, I'd suggest we just tread carefully.
Okay.
So I'll probably pick up some of the more burnt documents and throw them in the garbage. Or a waste receptacle of some kind.
There's a little tin bin on the side.
There we go. Just kind of clean it up.
You're doing that while
Yeah.
the rest of them are down there. Altian, over to you. What's your plan here?
All through the earpieces, say,
So I can get rid of the Iron Golem and cause a distraction enough to get whoever's in that room. Once they're out, we can push them into the hole, which will only knock them down one level. That gives us a bit of time to get in, get the papers, and then get out, presuming that there's windows in there. If there's no windows, we have even less time. Any ideas?
Just going to describe the surroundings to you all again. You are in the heart of the second level. There's definitely no windows. You haven't seen windows for a very long time.
But I do have door patches.
Yes, you do.
I modestly.
You do have Insta Make a Door.
Could make a door if necessary. If we're gonna do this and get the information, we need to do it quick.
I thought we already got the information.
Are we looking for more than evidence of the slavery situations?
There could be the answer to why and how in there. Or at the very least, what they're making. It is up to you. We can leave now with the information we have. Or try and get more.
Anybody find anything in the other rooms?
Yoshinda, you'd be up to them by this point.
I found some plans for a prototype. If you're interested.
Let me see.
I'll hand over the plans.
It looks very familiar, Altian.
Hold on, let me turn that light off.
There's minor differences. There's a room for a second seat instead of 4 seats. And the second one looks like there's an arc engine in the back. They're the operator, the one that gives it power, while the person in the front is the one that controls it. It's the only difference you see between your first model and theirs.
So all the measurements are correct. Is this an example of the blueprints, or is this like the main blueprint set?
This looks like their main blueprint set, but they drew it out themselves.
I'm gonna change a couple numbers and a couple things real quick if you'll allow that. I'm just gonna just smudge
While
them.
you're standing there doing that,
Oh, I've got
the
an
rest-
ear open.
the rest of you all, I'm going to move Yoshinda over here, will see the shadow underneath this door. Where the person is, or the light coming from underneath the door, start to get shadowed. You get the sense that someone's about to leave. And you're standing in the middle of the hallway.
Would you say we are no longer invisible?
You are definitely no longer invisible. That wore off a long time ago. Yeah, you've been doing this for a few hours now. Alright, split second. What are you all doing? I'm going to open up this door in a second.
This thingy?
That is a statue.
How big and of what?
Smaller than you, of wood.
It's a statue of wood?
It's a statue made of wood, and it's smaller
I'm quickly
than you.
backing up into this room.
I'm hiding behind this plant.
I'm going to wherever Ultian went.
Yeah, me too. That would make more sense.
Oh, to the burned out
Go
room.
see what's up with this iron golem.
Yeah. Did you just run down to the iron golem, Yosh?
I'm just gonna go see what's up with the iron golem.
You walk down there. I need everyone to give me stealth checks as this door opens up.
Still advantage or no?
No, no advantage. You're...
Harumph.
Question.
Answer.
This is the room that I burned,
It
and
is.
I assume there's still barbarians on the ground.
There absolutely are. Oh, yeah. Teffy, well,
Thanks.
I need you to make
Smells
dexterity saving throws.
I really appreciate everything you've done so far on this mission.
Thank you.
Dex
Is
save.
this a 7 or a 1? It's a 7.
I'm happy to take a 1.
No, the one's right next to it, so that makes it easy. 16 on the stealth.
16. What Teffy get?
On the dex, Teffy got a 6. On the stealth, Teffy got a 4.
Why?
Ultian?
Why the ball bearings? On the dex, I got a dirty 20. On the stealth, I got a 28.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for those ball bearings?
You don't. Not the ball
Okay,
bearings.
cool.
You put them there. You know them there. You know they're there. You quickly dash to the side, Snorsby being the first one in here. Teffy enters in after, slipping and
Question.
falling very loudly onto their back. Yeah.
Can I?
Oh, hang on. Ultian, keep that thought. Big Sid, question?
The range on the communicators. Am I hearing any of this?
You
I mean, I know where they are, but I just know where they are. Can I hear any of this?
You would be aware of the range. We can easily say you stayed within range to be able to hear it. Just
Okay,
in
then.
case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just okay.
I mean, Steel
Great.
Protector kind of fits with what you are wanting to, and
Yeah.
you know them.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into something. Alright.
Oh boy.
Big loud noises coming from Teffy, plummeting and running, slamming onto her back. Ultian, you
Can I
roll
try
high
and
enough.
prevent that?
No. But you get into the room just as the other door is opening up, closing it. Yoshinda, what did you roll for your stealth check?
Just now?
Yes.
Okay. Let me roll this real quick. Sorry, I was messing with my camera. Because now it's delayed. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I did notice. Yeah, that's okay.
A little bit.
There might be a bandwidth package thing.
19.
19. Okay. I actually do need to roll for this side. Oh. All right, everyone. This is where you should start hoping that the dice gods are on your side here. They're not.
Oh, didn't think so.
Nope. Nope. They're definitely not. 100%. I never
Good
found a
stuff.
figure. for
Great
this
stuff.
guy.
Gonna have to blast my way out here, alright. Anyway, started blasting.
It's a little bit more unfortunate than that, I think. As the person who's coming out of this door, you would all hear. I mean, you'll hear his voice as you're hiding away, and Yoshinda, you're just kind of standing there looking at this iron golem. A little bit of a different make. Might be a different model. Who knows? You haven't seen these ones walking around. The door opens up, and you all hear, "Remember your place, Tihiri. You are here to make sure that things are done correctly. Not to go about your own ambitions." As Yoshinda, you see a carapace-clad man leaving the room. He's wearing a helmet, darker skinned, no hair follicles on any portion of him at all. He looks... Well, you've grown up in Grantina. You immediately know that you're looking at an Nathriel rider. That carapace comes from one of those worms. Make sure you get those reports up to the 15th. Tonight, I need those predictions for tomorrow, please. And just as he's turning, he's not talking to you. Just as he's
okay. I was like, okay.
Just as he's turning, I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics. Actually, no, it's a strength saving throw. Excuse me. And
strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Schnosboop, what you got?
May I cast Bless?
Bless, absolutely.
May I also do something very quickly? Considering Teffy fell on the floor very loudly.
Yes. Well, what have you
Okay.
got?
Me too.
I'm gonna take
here to help.
the door patch off of the cloak and I'm throwing it onto this wall. Right here.
Ah, the door patch. Okay. Yep. You are making a door. I can't put a door on there, sadly,
I know.
because it's the...
I'm making
bad
it,
stuff.
and then I'm going to assist Teffy back onto her feet so we can run through this.
Ulti and Teffy and I are blessed.
Teffy is going to levitate herself just a smidge, so she's not involved with the ball bearings anymore.
Just a smidge, and that was Teffy, Ultian, and Schnosbeat Blast?
Yes.
We're gonna make that a heart. It was Aura of Vitality in the first campaign, but we're not there. And that is concentration. Alright. Yoshinda, what was that strength saving throw?
Let's see. In 8, 25.
You notice your shoelace is untied and you lean over to tie it, just as the iron golem reaches down and tries to grab you, but completely misses.
Ooh,
And you hear in a very guttural tone it go, "Intruder." I need everyone to roll initiative now.
See you later, Yosh.
Thinking I'm,
See you later,
I'm
Yosh.
cleaning
We're
it.
out of here. Good
Cleaning it.
luck.
I'm going to start cleaning the iron golem.
Oh, hang on. Okay.
Is he about to perform?
He might be
Hold
about
on
to
now.
perform his way out of this. Hang on. Okay, cool. Give it to me. We're RPing now. You've bought your way out of an initiative roll with a statement, and we're now
Big
RPing.
ol' hunk of metal. I'm here to clean you. Don't you know?
Give me a performance check.
Oh, good lord.
Oh no, this is deception. This is 100% deception. You can use that roll.
Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we rolled a nat 20 on that.
Oh my goodness. There's his net 20 for the night.
I
Perfectly
I
timed.
this to myself. I hate this character, and I gave it to him.
Well, that was real life. That was nice.
Just as you do that, the golem reaches down again, and you hear it up, 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 and it stops. I don't remember you. Were you new on the cleaning staff?
No, I've been here a while. I've seen you a few times.
Have you?
Yes, we've talked more than once.
Have we?
Oh yeah.
I would ask you what my name is then, but clearly I am not remembering your name, so that would be unfair, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's Posh. You don't remember?
I don't.
Are you sure?
Okay, give me a persuasion check now.
Oh no, you just had to keep that mouth open.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
I'll
let's
put this
see.
under the basic DC.
That was not as bad. Dirty 21.
Dirty 21, okay. Posh. Are you from the 5th level? 7th District, right?
Yes, of course.
I forget a lot of the new recruits up there. I apologize. That's...
Oh, it's fine.
And you haven't
You're a
received your
busy
gift
man.
yet? Of course, yes. I'm all over the place. Playing two faces, not an easy thing.
Oh,
Should we go
yes,
through
the
this
gift.
door?
I actually have your gift right here. And I'll produce the crystalline figure, but I'll take the note off.
Like... He's so confused right now. He takes the gift and... Thank you. I will add it to my collection. It's good to have admirers amongst the city.
Yes.
And thank you for working towards our cause. It's not easy to
course.
get to this classification. So good job. Are you looking
No,
forward
I'm
to your
doing my
Insurrection
part.
Day?
As much as anyone else.
Good. It is quite spectacular. If Tahiri inside cares to tell you, he will tell you all about his. It is wonderful to see. I must be off. There's no need to clean my sentinel. He's clean enough. You can go about your other duties. He'll be coming with me.
Okay. I was merely trying to be helpful.
Well, thank you for your care. Have fun. And don't work too hard. Leave that to the
Oh, I
thralls.
Oh, that's true. Thanks.
That's right, I put that in the map section. Oh, no, that's controllable by the GM. Is going to wander off, and the sentinel is going to turn and start walking with him. I never got his figure on the map in time, so
He's represented by the golem.
yes.
And that is how you know things work out.
A few moments later, another halfling leaves the room, gives you a look, a stare, doesn't say anything. He's carrying a stack of papers with him and holds a bag in one hand as well. And just very quickly adjusts everything, grumbles to himself under his breath about, I never actually signed up for this stupid paperwork.
Oh, hey, that guy with the golem, he told me that I should actually just take that for you. I'm supposed to take it. He said you've been working too hard.
Who are you?
Take some time off. Posh, you know me. We've talked more than once.
I guarantee you I do not know you.
Snozma
have
would like
never
to look
spoken.
out the door at this juncture to see what is happening.
You can see a familiar figure standing in the doorway talking to Yosh, giving him a look of extreme mistrust. He said that you should be taking it even though he just told me I have to. No. I am not giving this to you, even if Mr. Bossman tells you. I'm taking it myself.
I'm just passing the word along. I'm not here to. I'm just here to do what I'm doing.
And what you're doing is cleaning. He is lifting a hand, and he's going to backhand you in the face.
I'm going to attempt to swipe some documents without him noticing.
Okay.
As he slaps him, he's just like, yoink.
Yoink. Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. Schnorzboop, anything you're wanting to do while observing this? Any reactions?
Can this? Where's the individual that I've seen before? Who is this individual?
This is Tahiri. He's standing now right in front of
He's
Yoshida.
facing like my direction.
He is,
So
yeah.
if I came out of the hallway, he would see me.
He probably would, yeah.
I'm gonna make only myself invisible. Oh wait, does that take bless off?
That would take bless off. That's a concentration, yeah.
It is. It is. I think we'll be all right. I'm gonna make myself invisible and walk out here.
Okay, give me a stealth check at advantage.
I'm not rolling the best now. 16.
16. All right, and what was that sleight of hand check, Yoshida? I don't actually think I asked you for one. Or got around to. Sleight of hand
It's a
check.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Oh.
One's gonna be a dangerous one, folks. This one is gonna be a dangerous one.
Smacks you across the face. Immediately your cheek starts to burn from where he hit you, but you got your hand just flapped out just in the right motion to slip a piece of paper from his stack. And you pull your body around in the right way to hide that piece of paper. It helps as well that right after he smacks you in the face, he looks up with a confused glimpse as a door opens up for no reason. He starts looking at the area for the door. He doesn't seem to have noticed you, Schnorzboop, but he definitely noticed you open the door and leave.
Oh, that room, I was cleaning that room. It's pretty drafty in there. You don't... Have you not been in there?
Okay, real quick. It's either going to be a persuasion or a deception check here. For that. So,
we're gonna go
does
with...
the whole team have anything that might help? with this?
Not that situation. Tethy and I are gonna go through the door that I just made into the adjoining room, and then we're gonna shut that and I'm gonna take the door down.
I rolled a dirty 19.
A dirty 19. He gives you a look. Gives it a look. File a work maintenance order for it. They should be able to fix it by morning. And make sure you give that room an extra dusting. It's getting filthy in there. I hate sand.
Mm.
And
It's everywhere, huh?
He's going to
rough.
scowl at you as you're saying this and start walking off.
Which way?
So you see this direction, not down the corridor you're in, but the other one.
I'm gonna go after him.
Following after? Okay, you start
Yeah.
following. Nice. This is no longer here. I can remove that. He is walking down the hallway. Alright, you saved yourselves from initiative. Goodness gracious. Wow, that would have been a bad fight.
Good thing I was the one that did it.
Yeah. Whew! And you probably would have burnt the entire city down if Snorsbip actually succeeded at lighting this room on fire.
Whoa. That's admittedly not what I was intending, but it is chaos, so...
Okay. I can assume that this room right here is Takiri's room.
You can, yeah. You certainly can.
Okay. Quickly just investigate which is his like main desk.
That's easy to tell.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one in the far corner. It looks like the chair's maybe rarely used, but he does stand at it quite a bit. But when you give me an investigation check, and Schnozzboop, while you're following him, give me a stealth check. How long are you intending on following him?
It's, just as long as enough I can catch up to and try to pick his pockets.
Pick his pockets. Okay. Then give me a stealth check and then a sleight of hand check. Teffy, what are you doing anything in particular? We haven't heard from you for a beat. Just okay.
No, just kind of following around, seeing if there's anything particularly interesting, but
the role of a
not.
fighter in stealth missions. It's great.
I got a 12 for stealth.
Okay.
Oh, for flavor, Teffy's still floating, just in case there are any ball bearings that escaped.
Pulling yourself around. Seems you can only go up and down and not sideways with levitation.
No, she's only floating like an inch above the ground, so she'll just like bend and like walk on her tiptoes and then just continue hovering.
Here's the thing with the magic. Whenever you try to bend your tiptoes, that becomes then the closest surface area to the ground, so you then automatically move up that much. So you can never actually touch the ground while you're willingly levitating.
Did not realize that. I thought it was like eye level was what was changed. Interesting. Well, then yes, she will continue to stick to the walls. To pull around that way.
Pull around.
23 sleight of hand.
23
if that matters.
Okay. Excellent. Altian, what was your investigation?
28 investigation, and then I'm going to message you something very quick.
28 investigation. As far as Schnorzboop goes, the sleight of hand won't be important. Your stealth check wasn't good enough. He looks around, looks behind him a few times, tightens up his grip on everything, and every time you try to sneak your hand in to snag something up, he moves. So you never actually get your hands on anything to snag.
Yeah. I'm only going to try the once, and then I'm going to go back.
Yeah, you get the sense that pushing your luck on that, you'd probably have done something else.
Yeah. I got that sense. Yeah.
All right.
Just quickly check that message real quick so you know.
Already. The role's definitely important. I already made a mental note that you were probably doing that.
Anywho's be. That being done with, what did I find in that investigation?
Your investigation check shows very clearly and very plainly there is nothing important in this room anymore. Yoshinda, that piece of paper you got, it's only a piece of a stack, so you're only getting a portion of what it's supposed to stay inside, but it looks to be a detailed dating list of actions done by the rebel factions, the Grantinan Senate, the Balishtar, the Trillic Union, State of Opchula, Vesuth Republic, Savath Dominion. Detailed reports even down to the minute. And they're all dated today.
We're gonna boot Scoot and Boogie out of there.
I will communicate this list to the group.
There is,
Boot, Scoot, and Boogies.
down at the bottom of the footer, there is a report to floor 15.
Floor 15.
Bless you.
Are you sure you guys don't want to go to floor 15?
I think we have. Oh, my thing's not on.
We don't have the time, and this has already gotten too dangerous. We're not even supposed to be here. But that information will be useful.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to go look, feel free. We'll still be waiting for you on the other side of the city. That's up to you.
I think I'll push my luck.
Sounds good. You got anything for him?
Do you believe in friendship?
10-minute
I'm
inspiration.
inspired. There we go.
Try not to die, because we still need to have a conversation. Meet all of yours. Meet us back at the same house.
I will.
Well, the hand is gonna
No.
get out of there
Take the
because we've
elevator
done
to
seen the
15th
future.
floor.
Yashandar follows after and trails and catches up with Kiri eventually, traveling up to the 15th floor. As for the hand, the rest of you start hopscotch and boogieing. Give me some stealth checks, not at advantage anymore, because you're not invisible.
27.
27, cool.
I'm consistently rolling 17s tonight. It's
Use your words, Teffy, for the VOD squad.
26.
14.
14. You know, for the people who don't actually watch and listen, we use our words instead of two fingers, which could have meant 41 or 14, depending on your orientation of
Or
what your screen
5.
says.
41.
Or 5. I have seen people
It's-
actually do that before.
It's flip-flopped for the thing on Twitch, so I was doing it backwards on purpose. But yeah, 14. Not very helpful.
Yeah. I can never tell when someone's doing it backwards, and sometimes they can't even tell when they're doing it backwards.
And we're also messaging Big Ten and Snozboop all along the way. That now is the time to get.
Get going. Okay, everyone else rolled high enough that sneaking your way out during now the closing procedures of it, now that you're a little used to the factories and how these watchtowers go. For these, you always needed 3 successes. And you always needed to beat a 20. So Teffy did fail on their stealth. However, the rest of you did succeed. And with Big Tin around here, that's technically always a success. So you at least have 1 success in your pocket for stealthing around. For you, Yashandar, I need a stealth check. And a percentile dice.
Okay. What was my stealth again? It's a 23. And 68.
68. Okay. 23 and 68. You follow. You push your luck. You get close to Tahiri and even manage to nearly get into the same lift as him. You have to take another one. For some reason, you never find yourself on the 15th floor. You tried a few times, just to be safe and careful. But instead you end up on either the 14th floor or the 16th floor. That's not right. That doesn't feel right.
Try a third time for luck?
Why would you do that for me? Okay.
So I try a third time.
Doesn't work. Give me an Arcana check.
What is my... Oh. Well, we rolled a 17.
There's always a hiccup, like a singular moment, you know, when you're in an elevator and there's like a moment that gives you a start. It's very minor and it's very slight. But there is always a hiccup whenever you hit the point where you should be reaching the 15th level. And when you'd get that proverbial ding of, hey, you've arrived, you're on the 16th or the 14th floor instead. Even starting on the 14th floor. Sometimes you end up back on the 14th floor. Hi, Cauliflumps. What's up? Oh my gosh, and Ghost Pepper at the same time. Spicy double raid. Hey.
Nice.
How y'all doing?
Phenomenal.
We're talking about some creepy stuff going on. It's great. How's your streams? Let's get some so's in here. Oh, that's too many asses. Doing some good old D&Ds. Cauliflums. Thanks for the fours, you wonders. Helldivers too. Oh,
Yes.
heck yeah. Fighting for liberty,
We
you
always
wonderful
support
lot.
that.
Always got
Spread and manage democracy.
excellent. Gotta manage democracy. Well, thanks for fighting for Super Earth and killing those bots or those bugs. You delightful beings. And thanks for coming over here. Anywhoozleby. When the rest of you make it back to the safe house, everyone reconvened before or as Yoshinda's coming in. Francis arrives back with the other wise. Like, hey, you guys know anything about the 15th floor?
This is just to the hand.
This is just the hand, yeah. Yorkit and Yaba are off arguing about whether or not fruit punch is better than grape juice.
Yoshi's currently trying to get to it. Something about it in this.
And I'm going to hand him that page of evidence that he was able to swipe.
With this and all the other information we gathered, we have a pretty strong case.
How do they have exact reports all around Iridai for today?
I have no
No
idea.
spy network is that good. Our spy network's not that good. Not even Julian's is that good. Look, he has what the king ate for breakfast. Eggs and Claire. How does he know that?
We have less than 24 hours to get out of the city. So let's hope Yoshi's quick.
About an hour or so later, pushing midnight at this point, Yoshinda, you arrive back at the safe house.
Oh, look, here's Dipper in his cute little harness.
Oh, look at him.
He's big mad.
Hey, Yosh, did you use that inspiration on the elevator check thing?
I did not.
Cool.
Oops.
Oops. Well, Yoshinda, you're here now.
Any luck?
Yes.
Yes.
Which is it?
No. No luck.
Gosh, I thought that was your thing. Luck and all.
There was some sort of magic preventing me from entering the 15th floor.
Could the 15th floor perhaps be another dimension?
I don't think so. I hope not. That would be really hard to get to.
Caleb, would you say this is important enough that we need to investigate it further, or should we just leave?
No. We just leave.
Well, I'm glad to have provided what help I could.
Spread the word throughout the city, however you can. Let people know what's happening on the second level.
Oh, I think most people that I talk to are aware, but we'll spread it as best as we can.
Yorkeet and Yaba in the background start interchanging dialogue in between themselves. Not like it matter. Media campaign just crush anything we do. Nothing we say matters, really. They all think we're lying in the end. Say it today, convince them today, it's a lie tomorrow.
He's not wrong. Oh my, the big motorbike going by.
Someone's compensating. You're double muted, I think, Ethan.
We're to bring this evidence to the peace talks. Maybe something can change. Who knows?
Could get lucky.
Well, Big Tin, how'd it go for you? Success?
I got what I had before. The memories of the Throg guy before he became a Throg.
Very good.
And let's move.
Very good. Tally ho.
I'm gonna stay. This disturbs me too much, referencing at the piece of paper Francis does. I gotta figure out how they're doing this.
Be careful. Get word back to Luce.
Well, you're the one with the
All of hers.
wandy thingy. Do you mind letting her know for me? That way I can save some of their
I
resources.
thought he had one. I thought he had.
Oh. You know, it makes sense that he probably would have one. Yeah, I'll get word back to Luce. Retcon all that, everyone. He totally has one. He's a general of the rebellion.
He's excommunicado. The general of hers. The Worm Rider.
At this point, I think that's hard to avoid, yeah.
Tahiri is in the city. Under a different name. He's working alongside the Worm Rider. Keep your head down. Tomorrow, at least.
Oh, crap. Right. Hey, Yash. Word? He gestures to a quiet area in the safe house.
You say Ash or Yosh?
Yosh.
Oh, yes.
If you don't mind, I know you're incredibly protective of the city. Things going on here are a little too big, though, and honestly, I think your expertise are better used with them.
Suggest I go with them?
It's up to you, but yeah, that is what I would suggest.
And you think things will be fine without me?
I'll be here. He says that with
Well,
confidence.
I wish you all the luck in the world.
Yeah, hopefully you don't take it all with you.
I'll try my best not to.
That's good. Okay. Cool.
Can my friend give them some kind of blessing? Temporary?
I would have to reveal myself. But I could.
You could do it through me.
You're right. I could.
It's the handshake.
As Yoshinda reaches out and shakes Francis's hand, those of you with passive perception high enough, or higher than 20, will notice a very small, skinless hand creep out as well and tap Francis's hand, and then pull back very quickly.
Gross. All right.
I don't know. I'm making this decision with you, Yoshinja, as I feel luckier already.
I sure hope you do.
You guys heading out now?
Using destruction sight, did I see anything extra?
Yes, you would have seen that hand come out and touch in multiple locations all around. And you would have gotten inside your head.
Luck.
It is luck. He's a shy
That-
one.
Good or bad? See, friend or foe?
He is their own. They are fierce, loyal, and protective, but only to their bond, or to where they claim is their own. If he is here, he has claimed Stronrith.
We prevented the city from being destroyed?
According to a vision. Who's to say it won't be destroyed yet? The Nathriel rider is here, isn't he? Well, you're all gathering up some supplies. Yeet, by one of the windows. Hey, boss? Safe house, I think, has been compromised.
This one?
Yeah. There's a group of guards walking up.
Uh-oh.
There's a halfling with them, too.
we should maybe leave now.
Yeah, I'm slinging my backpack over over my shoulder and already making my
Making my way downtown.
Are we leaving normally, or are we leaving?
There's a back
My
door.
vote-
Just
Leaving
leave that.
very quickly.
My vote is to leave with a Mr. Keys key because I have questions.
That's what I
for
mean.
that man.
Should we leave? leave.
Leave, like different country leave? Because you do have the Mr. Keys key. You can head back to Pallius. Pallius factories,
That's my
too,
vote.
up in the mountains.
Do we want to go back to Palios? I can't remember. Do we need to report anything to anybody? I think we should go back to Palios. Now that I say
Oh.
that, let's just go back to Palios.
Do we know how? we know how tracking us.
as the seconds tick down. You know what?
You know what? Seconds tick down.
Who's got
Deciding.
the key?
Oh, hey, by the
Hey,
way, I'm coming
go.
with you.
Oh, excellent.
Putting the key in, turning it. You all hear on the outside Takiri calling out, "I know you're there, so come on out and..." Just as you open the door and head through it to the crisp, cool air of Pallius.
Bye, guys. Keep the city safe.
Bye, boss.
Okay.
And that is where we're going to close it off for the night.
Oh
There's the
my.
door.
Clink with the door shutting as you all are now safely in Pallius Mountains. A few miles in the air now. Or high up. Very, very high up. Wow, okay. Nearly got to a point where I almost, unfortunately, had to throw you in a very, very difficult situation of fighting an Nathriel rider along with Tahiri. That would have been bad. Very bad. And
Too easy.
And-
We're
and-
level
and-
8 now.
an iron
And I
golem.
can, can we assume that my little present for him is not going to work out, or
Natural 20 sleight of hand. My answer is silence.
I mean, what have we got left on that timer? Probably like 16 hours.
Like 16 hours, my answer is silence. You have left at this point, so it hasn't gone off yet. So your
Oh, yeah,
characters
I
will
know.
not know what the result of it is. So you can make whatever assumptions you want to make. I'm just going to reply to you with silence. And a smile, probably.
Hopefully, I left a whole brick of C4 underneath his office seat, so
Oh God.
For friendly purposes only.
for
Friendly
friendly
purposes,
purposes only.
of course, yes. Because that's how you make friends. Planting C4 in their office chairs.
C4 and C4 enema.
Oh
If
God.
you
I'm
will.
just saying, you said
Cinema.
you were gonna. I was gonna burn down like the whole city, and C4 seems like it would do more.
It's not going to start that big of a fire. It does more.
Does more
It's more of
explosive
a
damage.
structural.
It's gonna cause some
Damage.
very big structural damage. To
I'm just saying,
multiple
didn't you like
floors.
destroy an orphanage one time?
He did. Yeah, in a serious section. Yeah.
Hey, they shouldn't have put all those weapons in that one warehouse,
Oh.
all right?
We definitely know there is no lack of hypocrisy inside the hand. Telling off one friend for starting a fire while planting C4 themselves in a different room. Just as
That's
destructive.
because we were
in a
in the
different
middle
way.
of being there. It's not the destructive part. I don't have anything against setting fire to their plans, but it's the fact that we are currently in said building that he is setting fire to that concerns me.
Yeah, if that fire kept going, Tahiri or even General Tal would have noticed fire or smoke coming out from the doorframe, so you wouldn't have gotten rid of them. They would have stuck around and eventually found the hand, probably. And it would have gone
How did they
into...
track us back?
Track you back? You don't know. You
See,
left.
That's the problem.
They did. But you don't know. That is a good question. Definitely, definitely has nothing to do with floor 15.
Oh, it's because he kept trying to get to the floor and it probably set off alarms.
Or they just know everything at all times. Very rude.
Who
Very
knows?
rude.
We'll find out as we move to a recording structure. These wonderful things are all going to be recorded and put up onto YouTube in the future. They will not be showing up in Twitch anymore. But don't worry, there will always be our Tuesday streams where we play things like Helldivers 2, BG3, or even do just random talk shows. Whatever we feel like during the time. They are all live and none of them will be recorded. These ones in the future, though, they will be. And that is so that we, in our normal, everyday, regular, extremely busy lives, can actually have time to organize that everyday, extremely busy life and keep up with it. But we're going to keep the content flowing still, all the same, because it's fun and we enjoy it. There's our obligatory
friendship.
We believe in friendship.
Weekly
friendship.
sergeant appearance.
Oh, there's those friendly kisses. He loves it. Okay, everyone. Who are we raiding? Who are we sharing the love to?
Let's see.
Where's my
Do
mouse?
someone new?
Here it is.
Someone old. What do you have to say to the folks at home, Sarge?
Tales
There's
archived.
Mrs. Mummy?
Tales Archived is going right now. Oh, they've only been going for almost 2 hours now, too. Nice. Well, we've hit them a few times recently.
Idle Thumbs? They're playing Fallout TTRPG?
Idle Thumbs? That'd be a new one.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fallout, guys, having the time of my life going through New Vegas one more time.
Time of my life.
I went with a lucky build.
New Vegas again. Oh, I love a luck build.
I'm gonna do a dumb build when I play 4 again.
Playing some
Love
Fallout.
how if you like to save spam the casino, it like locks you out from loading the save for like a minute.
Yeah, it's awful. Okay. Thank you everyone for being here. We love you all very much. Hope you had a hoot. And we will see you after the 10 seconds is done. We will see you on YouTube. So thanks in the future for being VOD Squad and wonderful people in that way. Comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
All right, now the live stream viewers are gone. Hey, what's up, VOD Squad? How you doing?
Fallout.
They are actually playing Fallout.
Oh,
What's up,
yeah,
buddies? We're going to give you the ending screen and then say goodbye. Thank you all for sticking around for those 3 hours. See you in the next one.
May have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Tired and blurry you may be. We hope your minds are full from this revelry. Peace follow you out. May you return for more giggles and shouts.